Yo, what's up, people? How are you all doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well. Hello, inner beauty, blessing, blessed time. How you doing? Hello, Coders. Good to see you. How are you tonight? Hope you've had a good day today. Just been out busking today, so yeah. Did have some kind of hecklers and stuff, but yeah, overall it went all right. Wasn't the best day really, but could have been a lot worse. Hi, I am back gaming. How are you doing? Oh, and so you're okay. Oh, that's good then. Yeah, glad to hear that you're okay. Yeah, thank you for the likes, people. Share the live out if you can. Yeah. Yeah, hope you're all doing well tonight. Share the live if you can. That'd be really appreciated. Yeah, how's everybody doing today or tonight? Yeah, like I said, I went out busking. I did some singing today, so yeah. At least I did what I set out to do today. So I feel good about that. At least there's something to feel good about. That. Hi, Mark. Good to see you again. Yeah. I mean, I didn't make massive amounts of money, but I didn't really stay as long as what some people might stay out for. Some people would just stay out all day. Like if that's the only thing that they're doing for a living, then they might choose to stay out all day. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, hope everyone's well tonight. So yeah. So yeah, well, my video seems to be getting good. Like the second to last one, it's on 1,000 views now. So you just never know where this at. Yeah, it's like it could just your videos could just randomly start getting pushed out a lot. I'm good. That's good. That's good to hear. Then, Mark, what have you been doing today? You've been up to much today? Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to my live, people. I'm inside you. Okay. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. That would be really appreciated. Hi, whoever this is, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Like the live, people. Share the live and subscribe if you haven't already. Well, I can't be inside. What? I'm inside you. What do you mean I'm inside you? What the hell? What is going on here, eh? There's some trolls or something. I really ain't got time for the troll accounts. Yeah. Hopefully we get some more like serious people showing up. I really ain't got time for stupid comments. So yeah. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, but keep them appropriate though. Yeah. So what's everybody been up to today? Yeah. Um, Hello, Fiery. Not too bad, thank you. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Hello, Ronnie Chapman. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in here. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, people. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you again. Alright, so I was thinking about putting a poll out on the channel. I might do one. I'll ask. I'm just thinking of a question to ask the community. And alright, bro, that's good then. I'll ask people, do you like your job? Yeah, that would be yeah, so I'm gonna ask them that. So I'm thinking about do like regular polls to try and connect with the community on here. So yeah, hang on, what's this? It says you're no longer a moderator. Hang on, what's going on? It says Fire is no longer a standard moderator. What's that about? I haven't done anything. What the fuck? What is that about? Hello, Inner. You alright? Welcome to my live. Hope you've all had a blessed day today, people. So yeah, I noticed like doing polls is a good way to connect with the community. I must have clicked something by accident on my keyboard. Alright. So I add you as a moderator again then. I'll just do that then. I mean, you must be able to like cancel yourself as a moderator. I didn't know you could do that, but maybe if say like someone doesn't want to be a moderator, then they don't have to be. What does it say? It just said that thing popped up saying Fiery Skills is no longer a standard moderator on the channel. I've just added it again, so I must have accidentally pressed it or something. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, one of my videos has just gone over 1,000 views, so I need to try and put more videos out on the channel, try and focus on that, because that's where you get most of your views from, really. Just put some short videos out, just a few minutes long. That can really sort of connect with your audience. Yeah. So I was surprised when you said it. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but yeah. Hello, Dale. Good to see you again. But yeah, Abby won't be here tonight. She's busy with something, so yeah. But yeah, it's good that you've all turned up. Yeah, so started to see a few more regulars showing up now, so that's good. Because for a while I was just really struggling to get hardly anyone. Have I worked out today? Not really. I've been doing my busking stuff today, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I was actually carrying this freaking heavy, like amp thing around with me, so I guess that was my workout for today. I suppose it's a good arm workout, actually. Maybe a bit of shoulders as well. But yeah, I might do some stuff later, I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel, really. But I've been busy today, so yeah. The amount of mass you have put on in the last few weeks is impressive. Next year, do you plan to continue or just maintain? Like I said, I'm planning to do like a sort of more of like a kind of maintenance, well, more like a, like try to kind of just like, so what is it, do a like fat loss phase, and then just pretty much just maintain from there pretty much. I don't see the point in getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It just, I don't know. I don't want to end up being a slave to the workouts and stuff. That's not what I want to be, really. I want to just get myself to a certain point and then just kind of be able to then just kind of do it as and when you feel like it, really, rather than you have to do it to kind of, yeah, too much muscle mass won't look great. Yeah, it's not even just that it's the amount of like time that you're having to put into it. And it's like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I enjoy working out and exercising and stuff, but I like to do things on my terms. I don't want to feel like I have to do it every day. Hi, Tony Francis. I know that you don't have to do it every day, but it's like you have to do a certain amount to build muscle. The thing is, that's why a lot of people do steroids, because they don't want to actually, commit to, doing as much training, and they can still get the same results with less training and not as much kind of attention to like form and things like that. So yeah, it's kind of like a cop-out, you could say. It's a lot of the times that the people who are doing steroids have like natty physiques. It's just that they just kind of took shortcuts to get it. What's your thoughts on Goggins' physique and health? I think he has an above average idea of physique, I guess, is in terms of health. His joints can't be great. Yeah, probably. Yeah, his joints probably aren't too great, I guess, with all the running. Hello, Mum Life 22. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. I've just been out busking today, so yeah. So I've been busy with that, really. It's good to get out and get off the computer for a while and just get out in the fresh air. Yeah, so yeah, I did get a few like good reactions, but then some people just are like assholes, and yeah. I don't know, it is what it is. Was it a good time? Yeah, I sort of enjoyed it, but yeah. But yeah, it was pretty busy out there. It's just that my phone kind of messed up. I mean, my internet kind of messed up at one point, so it kind of, I hate it when shit like that happens. But yeah, sometimes, hello, Yogi, good to see you again. I was talking with someone in my chat last night because, because you were talking about forgiveness and all that, and I wanted to get a bit into that because, basically, because she was talking about some shit that had happened with, like trauma, for example, like, and I'm just wondering what your thoughts on that, because you were saying like how she can't let go of that whole thing because it's, she needs to protect her daughter and all this kind of shit. And my argument was like that, can you not like protect your daughter without needing to have resentment for somebody? Like, is it really necessary to feel that, kind of like a bitterness towards somebody? Like, that's, I don't know. I mean, just and then they were like change the topic. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. It's just, I was just wondering what your thoughts on, is there certain instances where you feel like forgiveness can't be, forgiveness sets you free? Yeah, because when I looked into forgiveness, it isn't about like, making up with that person that has wronged you. It just means being able to just like let go of it and just move on with your life and not like, live in bitterness and resentment. So yeah, exactly, Jimmy. Forgiveness has nothing to do with our ability to protect. Yeah, that's it. It's before you can truly heal, you need to forgive. Yeah, that's it. It's like, because like you just feel like there's something deep inside you that's like tearing you apart, and it's like, I understand that people feel like they need to protect and be like, but at the same time it's like you kind of like, you learn your lesson, and it's like you go through a certain experience in your life, and then you can take that and sort of like try to see the silver lining and everything. That every time we have an experience, whether it's a good or a bad experience, to take the good from it, even when it's a really bad thing. It's like, for example, you get people who've been through trauma that they can be, like there to kind of advocate, and be like there to be like, like to kind of talk about their experiences so that then other people don't, sort of fall for the same mistakes that they made. To kind of like inspire the people to be more cautious about things and not let people abuse them. And they say holding on to grudges does nothing to you but harm. In some cases it seems to manifest into diseases. I've heard of cases. All right, nice. Raul, remember seeing you somewhere else too, Yogi. It was on met him through Jace. Because the person who got the illness seemed to live a life of resentment. Whether it's grief or resentment or any kind of like bitter emotion that we feel, it's like that's gonna manifest as like it can manifest into physical symptoms. Forgiveness and healing are synonymous. It's just returning back to the present moment without holding on to deliberating thoughts of the past, but the knowledge gained from experiences still remain, so we're free and wise. Exactly. It's all about having gratitude, isn't it? Like having gratitude for all that has been and all that will be and all that is here right now, but try to focus on what is here right now. Don't dwell on the past. Don't worry about the future. Some people were saying, I remember someone was saying that depression is living in the past and anxiety is living in the future. Is that something that you would agree with? It's an interesting kind of like take on things, that because like people dwelling on the past a lot of times, it can, I suppose, like you can get depression from dwelling on you can get anxiety from dwelling on the past too if some traumas happen. But a lot of people who've been through bad experiences and maybe they've been like not doing what they should have done in their life, and they think, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda, kind of thing, and that's not good either. You shouldn't be dwelling on the past mistakes, and because that can, like I said, that can lead to depression. And just because it's like you're not focusing on what you can't control. You can't control the past. The past has already happened. So focus on what you can do right now to make your life the best that you can for now and for the future. We all don't know what the future holds. That causes anxiety, but not thinking about it is the best. That's it. Think about what you can do right now to live your best life. Of course, I suppose it's good to think a little bit about the future, about like plans and stuff like that. It's good to make plans. Otherwise, you're just aimlessly like scrolling through life, kind of like what people are doing on a freaking social media app. There's no purpose behind it. And if we're living without any purpose, then that can set you up for depression. And because it's been found, especially in men, that if they don't have if they don't have a purpose in life, that they can become quite depressed and feel like there's just no meaning in their life. So maybe finding something greater than yourself, like belonging to some community and doing some kind of service. And that might be joining some kind of, I don't know, maybe Salvation Army or some charity or something like that does good for people, and that can make you feel like your life has some value. Because oftentimes it's that people get into depression because they don't feel like their life has any value. But like I said, also dwelling on the past is not good, and just focusing on what you can do right now to bring value to you and to others. Both are fear-based. The present moment doesn't hold any fear, so we remember past fears or project fear into the future. Exactly. Because we can have fears and anxieties that are from the past, like past experiences that make us feel like we're not worthy or whatever. give you insecurities, because insecurities are fears, aren't they? Like the fear of not being good enough. Like that's why a lot of maybe men don't want to approach a woman, because they fear rejection, because it's an insecurity, because they feel like that they don't feel like that they have value, that even if they get rejected, that it doesn't change their value, kind of thing. It's like they are, sort of basically like, it's like kind of, it's like their sense of self-worth is based on what other people think of them, and that's not healthy. You have to have this internal confidence that no matter what anybody thinks about you, that you don't care. It's like water off a duck's back. No matter what somebody can say to you, that never hurt. Like what sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. It's like, just oftentimes a lot of these opinions that people have isn't even real. It's just, they're just saying that because they're jealous in a lot of cases. The peace is always right now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and if you're not happy right now, then you've just got to like question, well, okay, well, how do I make myself happy? How can I, what it would make me happy, and try to just move in that direction. And because if the state that you're not in is, if you're in right now, is not good, then question, well, what is wrong with it? And it could just be a mindset shift that you need to have, like I said, gratitude and appreciation. Because oftentimes our lives are a lot better than we think, because we don't take a step back and think, oh wow, I've got central heating, I've got access to clean food and water and all these things that people take for granted. There's countries where they just don't even have any of that. So you have to put things into perspective. They're nothing but thoughts in the absence of any particular thought. We're free of the conditions they hold. Yeah, that's it. What are your thoughts on cold showers? And I just think that, just like how exercise or anything that puts you into a mild discomfort is good for you, because it kind of like, it does something to your dopamine a lot, because when you have been through something uncomfortable, then it's like the rest of the day is just a breeze. It just feels so much better. Everything that you do after that, it's like, just feels so easy, and like, yeah, if you get me. So you have to put things into perspective every day. Our blessings need to be recognized. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what it is it? Yeah, discomfort can focus us. Yeah, definitely, like a cold shower maybe, or some form of exercise, like trying to hold a plank as long as possible. That's a good one. Yeah, have you ever tried like holding a plank as long as you can? Because that can be, I guess, a good way to kind of put you into the present moment. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Hello, Athena. How you doing? You all right? Welcome in here. So, just it can, like doing something like that, or it could just be something like taking away all dopamine, like doing a dopamine detox is what some people call it. Like just taking away all stimulation, maybe for like even just a day, just turning off all your devices and just doing low dopamine activities, maybe reading a book, maybe don't have a TV on, don't have anything like that, no technology, even just take yourself out in the woods, something like that. Something that takes you away from any kind of highly dopaminergic activities. That sounds all technical now, but basically what I mean is that anything that gives you a lot of pleasure, to detox from that, because then Because what happens is that we keep doing all these things on social media all the time, and we become numb to it, that things are actually healthy for us that are not so, kind of overstimulating, become boring to us, like walks in nature or something like that. It becomes kind of mundane and boring. But the reality is that it's not. It's just that we've become so overstimulated with high saturation colors on your screen. Like there's little videos that are designed for that. They're designed to be so. It's like there's this new what is it, Snow White movie coming out, and it's the colors are so oversaturated that it's designed so much to be like just so kind of like like things like that, where they're like these really unnatural looking colors that are designed to be overstimulating, to make it more addictive. And there's all this content, there's all these YouTube channels that are designed exactly for that. They put the saturation up to 100% to get you hooked. But when the colours are a bit more dulled down, and it's like people are not going to be as likely to stay on it, and they got to make sure that they keep switching scenes into something else. Like you'll notice like how a lot of YouTube channels, they have their ways of flicking between different scenes all the time, like to keep you sort of on that video, to keep your attention. But the reality is that there's all this competition out there, that people trying to like overstimulate you with constantly flashing images and stuff like that. Constant, different sound effects and stuff like that. You get all these meme sounds thrown in there, and too much of that is definitely not good for you. It can, it can be bad. So how are we all doing tonight, people? I hope you're all doing well. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Who's still here then? Hang on, what's going on? Why is everyone gone quiet? Let me just refresh. Oh, hang on, sorry. Dale says, Jamie, so you're careful not to get too involved in it. Yeah, that's it. Because it can become a crutch, can't it? And that's something I was talking a bit about last night, about like, and if you have some kind of crutch that to swap it for something else, like if you find that you get quite addicted to things, that you have to try to find something that's more healthy, try to channel it in a way that's more healthy. Hi, Inner Beauty Blessings Lifestyle. So it's all about channeling that energy into something positive. But at the same time, sometimes people get a bit too extreme with things, like, for example, the hustle culture, where it's like work, and think that anything that distracts them from that is inherently bad because they're not going to get as much productivity done. But oftentimes, you can actually lead to more productivity. If the power grids go down, we will all have no choice but to focus on survival. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people will just end up panicking because they're that used to, they're that used to like being with technology that they might not, they might just have a heart attack or something. I don't know. But yeah, we'd have to. I think it's good to like learn to become okay with not having so much. Just to be able to kind of live with simple life. Like I think the people who are off grid, they've got it right because they've learned to live with a very minimalist, simplistic lifestyle, and oftentimes that they have high levels of satisfaction in their life because they've grown their own food. They see the literal fruits of their own labor, and it's. But when you're just kind of like living a life without meaning, and you're just kind of going to these like dead end jobs and whatever, then a lot of people, they use social media, video games, things like that as a crutch. That it becomes a crutch when you do it too much. I mean, I think video games can be alright if you do it within a moderation. Hello, Richard, how you doing? You alright? If you do things within a moderation, then if you can moderate it, then I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. But managed to sign in on PC at work. Oh yeah, well, you're at work now, yeah. You were saying something that you couldn't chat on your device. I don't know why. Is it just you couldn't figure it out or something, or was it actually not letting you? Yeah, I do find it can be a bit confusing on the phone. Are you actually using the app then, or? Hi, Antron, how you doing? I'm not too bad, thank you. Hello, Skid Solstice, good to see you again. Good evening, Jamie, brother. Hope you had a nice day and you chat. Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Been out busking today, so yeah. So just hope everyone's had a blessed day. It is signed in auto on my iPad. Oh, really? Oh, your iPad. Yeah, I never had an iPad. I've actually been on one once, I think. But I never actually had an iPad. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of like kids are on them all day nowadays, like called the iPad generation, aren't they? On this Gen Alpha, and I think it's quite concerning, really. Talking about this like overstimulation and all that, and yeah, I think technology should be used to make your life better, but it shouldn't be relied on, is what I'm saying. Use it to enhance your life, but not to take over your life. It's just like if, say, like you have friends or whatever, and you feel like that friends not really adding to your life, they're actually taking over your life. That wouldn't be good either. It's like there needs to be balance. There needs to be, yeah. Anyway, I didn't know username or password. All right, okay. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue then. Yeah, so do you not like know your like email address for it then? Because you can use your email address to then recover your password, can't you? Yeah, I take it you've not done that then, have you? I might restart the live soon. Exactly, that's why I have chickens. I learn to be self-sufficient. If shit's the fan, then it's important to be with someone to help you survive. That's why I married an infantryman. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't know username or password, lol. Alright, yeah, but I don't know password to my email I used on here anyway, as I am on now. Can you not like use the, can you not recover the password for your email then? I don't know. Like I said to you today, I was watching but not signed in. Oh yeah, because I didn't even know. I was like, where's Richard been? It's like, yeah. But yeah, it was a bit kind of miserable today. But it was there was a lot of people out, very busy. I have done it now, but I am thick with stuff. Oh yeah, because you're a boomer, innit? Yeah. Oh yeah, you take care. Have a good one. Yeah. But yeah, one of my videos just hit 1,000 views, so quite happy about that. Yeah, not quite a boomer, but yeah, just messing around. You're the same age as my mother, actually. I think I told you about that before, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Is Yogi still there? Yeah, 1,000 views was 22 watch hours just from that one video. So yeah, it's over 1,000 views. Just told Haley to get her eyes here. All right. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm Gen Z or millennial. Well, I'm born in 95. I think, was you born in 96? Um, I think, yeah, Gen Z starts in 97. So, yeah, I think you said you were 28. So you probably would just about count as millennial. So, yeah. But yeah, I would definitely say I'm a millennial. But yeah. Are you 27? I thought you said you was 28. I could have sworn you said you was 28 last night. You said you was, yeah, you definitely said you was 28 last night. You'd be 28. When's your birthday? Yeah, so what year was you born? If you was born in 96, then that would make you just about be, then you would just about be a millennial then. Yeah. But yeah, there's this iPad generation, 1996. So yeah, you'd be very like much just about. Oh yeah, you did say yeah, 19th of December. I do remember now. Yeah, I am 33, but 90 in spiritual terms. Oh yeah, you're like an old soul. Does anyone believe in that? Oh, all right, Goldie, how you doing? Good to see you again. Hope you've had a good day today. All right, Haley, how you doing? Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I suppose when you did say you was gonna be around town today, but I wasn't sure if you was gonna be there, and I didn't know if like Richard was gonna be with you. But yeah, it was good to see you guys stop by. Um, yeah, shame you couldn't have like stayed a bit longer, but yeah, my brain is in its 20s. I did a test. Oh really? Oh yeah, I remember. Did anyone ever play that game on Nintendo DS called Brain Age Training or something, that whatever it was called, um, where it's like you would do these different games to like kind of determine your brain age. I'm good chilling after my last day of work. Oh yeah, that's good. So your last day before Christmas, you mean? So what do you do again, did you say? We purposely passed when you were in case you were there. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because I did say might be out today. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could do a face age app, and I was in my 30s. Haha. Oh, is that the in terms of like how you look or something? Is that what you mean? Yeah, because like you should do it orally. Yeah, I'd have to have a look, but it's just according to a lot of people, they think I look younger or something. But one of the guys that we went to the bowling with, and he was like saying, "There's no way I'm 29 because I'm so immature. Like I can be immature at times, but I can also be quite serious at times as well. It just depends on what mood I'm in, really." It will be 29 and then 12. Well, yeah, probably say I'm 12. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's that? No, last day of work out of a stringer for. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Was that like shifts or something that you're doing, or like 12 on, 12 off shifts or something, is it? Or I have 3 more days of work before Christmas. All right, fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, hope everyone's had a blessed day today. It's good to see you all here tonight. 10 to 12 hour shifts. Yeah, yeah, that's hardcore. That. I bet it's hard for like people who have to like commute a long way. You know, like you get some people that have to commute an hour and a half every day to work, and then they have to then go back as well. Imagine that if you have to work. Let's say you have to, it takes you an hour to get to work. You do 8 hours, and you've got an hour back, so you've got like actual 10 hours in total. Yeah, sometimes people can get a bit kind of look down on people and say, oh, well, they could do more and all that, but it's like, yeah, but some people have to commute to work and back. It can be a bit of a, yeah. maybe they just don't really have much time to themselves, with that. So yeah, it all depends, I suppose. But yeah, it's been absolutely like rammed today, hasn't it? The traffic was absolutely chocker today, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know what was going on today. Why was it so busy today? Like out of all days, it seemed a bit, like today it's like, it was like what, Tuesday, usually I know it's like coming up to Christmas and all that, but yeah. But it seemed a bit, unusually busy, even for this time of year, like, yeah. I mean, I expect that Friday will be really busy, because that'll be like the weekend before Christmas, so yeah. Anyway, welcome to my live, people. Hello, Anton, good to see you again. How are you tonight? Welcome in here as always. Yeah. 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 Yeah, thank you for the 13 likes, everybody. Let's have a quick drink. I take it Yogi's not still there. It's Eric, isn't it? Yogi, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, I enjoy his chats. He gets into kind of more kind of like philosophical kind of stuff on there, and yeah. No, it's called his name's called Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement. Yeah, he's into like kind of health and wellness and stuff like that. So something that I resonate with. So he always gets this like Scottish guy on there, and is like, I don't know, start talking about some random shit. He was saying something about like what was it? BBC. They only ever refer to England and Wales, like they don't talk about Scotland or something, like they leave Scotland out for some reason. Does he live in Jellystone Park? Oh yeah, because there's a Yogi Bear, isn't it? Yeah, that's the that's the one, isn't it? Yeah, Yogi Bear. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Yellowstone Park. Yeah, maybe that's somewhere I could go to at some time in the future, eh? Be good to try out some different places. Yeah, Eric is usually philosophical. Yeah, gets into like different like scriptures and things about like about different philosophies on like forgiveness and yeah, it's cool. Yeah, have a picnic, Lolo, I suppose. Yeah, wasn't that a chocolate bar or something called a picnic? No, but you can look him up. All right. What's that? Eric McCarthy, 65. Who are you talking to there? They're so small now, picnics. Oh yeah, everything's gone small now, isn't it? Shrinkflation. Yeah. There's been like sneaky bastards slowly but surely shrinking them down but increasing the price at the same time. So you're being screwed both ways. It's like suppose it's like with like freaking lottery, like where they put the price up but they don't put the winnings up. Yeah, I don't think you should really be wasting your money on that really, but I suppose like lottery can go to some good causes, I suppose. But maybe it'd be better to just directly support them if you're gonna send money to them. But yeah, that's just a yogi doing burpees in his basement. Oh yeah, are you on about like to look up his channel or something? Don't do it, it's rubbish odds. Yeah, I remember there was this channel called, I think it was called Spiffing Brit or something, where he actually found a way to hack the lottery or something. Actually, I watched this like recap of a movie which was about like someone learning how to kind of basically beat the lottery or something. It was something to do with like, well, you'd have to go and look it up, but yeah, where basically he ended up winning millions from it or something, and I'm not gonna spoil it all, but yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, but there was this channel called Spiffing Brit where he does these things like these experiments, and he did one where he hacked the YouTube algorithm by, I think what he did is he basically got a bunch of people to like raid his live basically all at the same time. Like there was all these things they were trying to do to make it go viral basically, and you could see the massive increase in the viewers that it, yeah. So anyway, can you hack the lottery for me so I can be on the next plane out of here, lol? Oh yeah. I remember, Rich, I was talking to you about the whole roulette thing and how, like the theory of like, where if you double up your bet every time that eventually you're going to win, like, and you were saying something like there's only ever been 17 consecutive, like same color in a row, basically. So statistically, like, you probably won't expect any more than 17, probably going to be less than that in a row. But yeah, that's that all depends on if they have a limit to how much you can put on it. But if you've got a lot of money, then yeah, that might be an option. Hi, he may. Oh yeah, thank you very much. But speaking of money, like if you're in the UK, there's actually some banks that offer like introductory offers where that you put a certain amount of money in for a certain amount of time, and you can get like bonuses and stuff, and then you can just keep switching bank accounts. Some people have made like over £1,000 doing that shit. So you don't even need to like gamble your money. You could just do things like that. But yeah, probability is interesting. Things balance themselves out. It's amazing. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's it. It's like when you look at like the amount of like you'll see like the amount of a certain lottery number that have come out over the years. It's about the same amount. As time goes on, it seems to kind of level out more and more. Yeah, for like the first couple of years, it'll be quite like all over the place, but over time, it becomes more even. Because just statistically, just that, yeah, it just has to kind of be like that, really. Yeah, so hope you've all had a good day today, people. Share the live if you can. Yeah. I think the thing with that is just to not get too greedy, but I would not really recommend gambling if you're just gonna like, gamble on a casino or something like that, like, unless you have some kind of strategy that you can do everybody else. But even then, it's just, you don't know, someone might be able to outdo you. It's just, I don't know, I don't necessarily think it's a good way to be investing your money, but I can't afford not to do it. Well, I suppose, yeah, you're very much invested in that whole thing, aren't you? So gambling is a huge risk. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. Doncaster dogs tonight coaching. All right. You were saying it's like greyhound racing or something. Is it? I don't know. It's like some people say that it's not very ethical or something like that, but it's not really something I've looked too much into. But I've heard even things like horse racing, and oftentimes is not not ethical the way that they treat the animals and use them as like the way that they exploit them for people's pleasure. But have you ever watched the show Big Brother or 90 Day Fiancé? I've seen bits of Big Brother, but never really got into it. I can do the voice of the guy that used to be the voiceover for Big Brother. Day 48 in the Big Brother house. 9:49 p.m. and the housemates have arrived. Yeah, you mean that? Do you have one in the US then, a Big Brother show, or are you talking about the British one? Basically, Strictly Come Dancing, just bet on whoever is disabled. What? What are you talking about? They don't have to be good, but they win. What the hell? What are you on about? Okay, now. What is going on? Anyway. 90 Day Fiancé. So what is that like? What do you mean so what's it with 90 Day Fiancé? Is that they have to get married after 90 days or something, or what? Or is it someone that becomes a fiancé after only knowing them for 90 days? Like, last 3 years, blind guy this year won deaf woman last year, and one the year before. All right. You should watch 90 Day Fiancé. Why? What's good about it? Is everybody all right tonight? Yeah. Yeah, I might restart in a minute. So yeah, I've got memberships available now if people are interested. But let me know if you can actually see a link to be able to do that, because people are saying that they can't find it. Yeah. I just watch it for the drama to make me feel better. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oftentimes that people watch others that are like, ugh. Like, oh God. It's like, yeah, like people watching like Jeremy Kyle. Sometimes people watch that just so that they can feel better about their own lives. Like, yeah. I don't like watching drama. Yeah, it's like, you get your Jeremy Kyle, your like what Jerry Springer and all those kind of shows where they just get like the worst of society, and it's like, oh, at least I'm better than they are. I guess it's for those who don't feel so good about their lives to feel better about their lives. So people watch motor racing for crashes. The sport is boring. Oh yeah, especially like NASCAR, isn't it? Especially NASCAR. It's like NASCAR is like so boring, right? Just literally just going around in like an oval. It's like, how is that interesting? Yeah, but that's quite kind of like, yeah, dark, isn't it? That people are watching for the chaos. Yeah, velodrome. Yeah, that's it with the cycling, isn't it? Yeah. Or Tour de France as well, I suppose. Like when because oftentimes bad shit happens on there, especially if something happens and they're going down a hill and then someone crashes, and then like there's like a really bad accident, someone crashes into somebody and then they end up like tumbling down a hill or something. that would not be good, would it? Hit a ball as far as you can and then spend 3 hours looking for it. Oh, you're on about like golf. I like UFC, it keeps me humble. I could never beat any of those women. Yeah. Oh yeah, golf, What about snooker then? Like, how is that interesting to watch? Yeah, like how, snooker and darts. I guess with darts, it's like to see them get, like the double one, and they're just there for like an hour trying to, yeah, because double one, they call it the madhouse, don't they? I like snooker more to watch them play. Oh yeah. Yeah, with snooker, there's tactics to that, but with darts, there's nothing. It's just kind of. I suppose with snooker, it's kind of like, yeah, it can be interesting when they do like the trick shots and stuff like that. I remember I would have to try and ricochet it off off and then try to get it in. So, for example, if the white ball's here and the color ball's up there and the hole's here, I will just try to angle it a way that it will just bounce off and it would go into the pocket on the other side. So I was playing darts and pool last 2 nights. Oh yeah, pool's alright. It's just I find that snooker can get a bit too kind of confusing and it gets quite technical, doesn't it? And it's kind of like with chess where you kind of have to think moves ahead and all that. And I like things to be a bit more casual and just kind of take one shot at a time and think about it one at a time really. Hi, the fat muppet, how are you doing? But I suppose it can be good for like your brain, I suppose, when you're thinking about your next move and things like that. So because a lot of times sports isn't just about physical performance, but also about like your mental acuity. All right, okay, Richard. Yeah, I think the subconscious is interesting. Yeah. Well, I talk about subconscious when it comes to manifesting and how we can either manifest bad into our lives or good into our lives depending on our subconscious state, and that can be influenced by consciously reprogramming it through acts of like meditation and mindfulness activities, like through just like things such as mantras, such as affirmations, but you have to actually believe in that. Like you have to actually believe in the mantras, because if you're trying to affirm something and you don't believe in it, then it's not going to work. If there's any doubt attached to that, then it's going to block it. So you have to kind of program your subconscious with confidence and a positive attitude. The subconscious is a mystery for most people. It's just basically it's parts of the brain that take in information that not consciously, but like there could be things going on in our environment that we're not aware of, but consciously, but our subconscious is able to kind of like download and upload it into our brain. And some people suggest that that's what's happening in our dreams, that it's our subconscious playing out. So things that we've been, kind of taken in subconsciously. Because you might be thinking, why is it that I'm having this dream? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I've not been thinking about anything to do with this, but maybe you haven't consciously been thinking about it, but things have been taken in subconsciously. So matter of imprinting things into the subconscious by repetition. Yeah, that's what it is. Like when it comes to things such as like muscle memory, for example, that's subconscious programming, isn't it? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, sometimes we need to keep doing the same mantras, and hopefully eventually you can actually believe in that. But yeah, you have to be conscious of whether do I actually believe this? I believe this to be true, like, and you have to just kind of have faith that it's actually going to work, otherwise it's not going to work. Of course, there's things that are not within reality, like you're probably not going to become the next Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or any, Bill Gates or whatever, because that's just not reality. But if your intent is something within reason, then there's no reason why you can't attain it. If you're thinking to yourself, how could I get such a place? Instead of thinking that, why couldn't I? Give me one reason why you can't become a millionaire. In fact, there was some statistic, there's actually more millionaires than there are guys with six-pack abs. And six-pack abs are like, something that's attainable, I think, for most guys. So I don't see why you can't become a millionaire if you really put the time and effort into it. It's just about being consistent and just like when it comes to having six-pack abs or whatever, you'd have to put in the time, the effort, and just believe that you can do it. I've managed to manifest things, but my depression makes me too lazy. Yeah, that's it. But it's like, but then the depression is, we were talking about earlier about, living in the past can cause depression. So if there's something from your past that you're holding on to, then you need to let go of that. Like, what is it that's causing your depression? You've got to answer that first. Maybe it's a lack of purpose or whatever, but whatever it is, you have to address that first and then move on from there. I'm slowly getting rid of it, so what are you doing to get rid of it then? But yeah, you have to obviously establish the cause first and then start to get rid of it and then grow from there, really. But yeah, exactly, go to the root of the issue. Yeah, that's what it is. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, people go to, like a psychologist or whatever, or a psychiatrist, and they're like, just get them on some drugs, like some freaking SSRIs or something, which have not really been proven to actually do anything apart from blunt your emotions. So not only does it take away bad emotions, but it also takes away good emotions and just turn you into a zombie. I've heard that ashwagandha can do a similar thing in some people, so yeah, I've heard ashwagandha's not good for everybody to take. Otherwise, you're just numbing the symptoms, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you're using things like SSRIs and other like antidepressants and stuff because there's been all this like prevailing theory of like that depression is caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, but is that really what it is? Because apparently some meta-analysis found that it actually completely contradicted that whole notion. It actually found apparently that serotonin dips with depression, not that it doesn't cause it, but rather more that it's just like a kind of it follows it kind of thing. So people could look at something like, they could look at a study and be like, oh look, serotonin dipping causes depression, but maybe it's just more of like a correlation, but not a causation thing, and that's what I think they found with this meta-analysis, that serotonin going down is followed by depression. So if you get me, so yeah, because the thing is that these companies, they want you to believe in all kinds of crap that isn't true. Put out some kind of studies that can easily be debunked in a lot of cases. But the problem is a lot of people just aren't really that kind of hello Vamps. Oh, it's you again, Goldie, isn't it? Yeah. Like get them on all these drugs that are not proven to work, or even if they do, that they probably have a bunch of side effects that oftentimes outweigh the benefits. Yeah. Processing deep emotions to clear up my subconscious. Yeah, that's what it is. It's about the shadow work, and just like kind of trying to like let go of deep rooted issues that you have in order to grow, because we all have we all have a shadow, basically, is what they say, that working with that shadow, and rather than trying to work against it, kind of thing, because this is, I think, what I've been talking about lately, about trying to let go of things. That there's certain things that we have that the more that we try to kind of fight against it, the more it has a hold on us. So if we're feeling a certain emotion, we have to just try to just let that emotion ride out, instead of trying to fight against it, because it can lead to a sense of powerlessness and just feeling kind of insecure, and like you just can't really, like you just feel disempowered and like a victim, and just to put you on a downward spiral of emotions. We just be like ruminating on negative thoughts, really. Alright, so thought I should interact with this one too, yeah, fair enough. I've learnt with time that science is decades behind my own intuitive understanding of health. They discover a thing 30 years after I've realised the same conclusions. Yeah, because it takes a long time for science to actually test things, and it's like we can have anecdotal evidence on things, like things that you feel that are real but cannot be quantified. Like we might have a certain experience or something, but until it's been scientifically proven, then it's just your personal anecdote. Gives you more traffic. What's that? Right. Suppose, yeah. All right. Welcome back, Richard. Yeah. Okay. No worries. Yeah. You take care. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like, so basically, people have been saying for a long time that, that depression isn't caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, but now science has actually been confirming that, when you actually look at the real science of it, and not just some bought and paid for study or something that. Yeah, because oftentimes you'll have like industry funded studies that cannot be trusted, because they will often cherry pick studies that don't agree with their agenda. So I think there's something like 4 times more likely to find a positive outcome. So yeah, don't trust in, basically don't trust in industry funded studies. So yeah, I'm able to use it though, so it's not just for feels right. So yeah, just like I said, just gotta just try to work with your shadow. We all have like certain impulses. We all have certain things that we oftentimes wish we didn't have, but in some cases it's there to protect us. It's maybe we've had some trauma in our life and or some kind of negative reinforcement, and it's about trying to just kind of it's about being an observer of your thoughts and being able to be introspective and be like, this is just a thought. This is something that I am not attached to. Just because I'm feeling insecure in this moment doesn't mean that I'm going to feel this way forever. It's just a passing phase that I have right now. And yeah, tomorrow is a new day kind of thing. And just, it's about just kind of learning to let go and just, this is why meditation can be good in that sense that, if, becoming more mindful of your thoughts and not letting it, that it's not about completely shutting your brain down. I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. They think about meditation is just completely shutting your brain off, but the reality is that we can't do that. Our brain will try to make something up. It's like, for example, sensory deprivation tanks. Yeah, if you've ever been in one of them, your brain will start to make stuff up. Basically, it puts you into a forced kind of like trance state, pretty much. So your brain will start to try and it could even start to hallucinate and things if you get into a deep enough state of trance. But I'll tell you, it's a lot about strengthening the spine. What's the spine you got to do with it? You mean like when people are spineless? You mean or what's that? You mean anyway? But yeah, so what we're saying, yeah, just just kind of like I said, learn to accept what we can't control and focus on what we can control. Try to go in a direction that we want to go in and not let the fears and doubts and insecurities hold us back. It's like that's just a thought, and you can do that by kind of like through introspection and like I said, and you can just be more mindful and be like, is this the best way to kind of act in this situation? For example, if someone might have like done something that upset you, and some people might get triggered and react emotionally, but being able to kind of be introspective and to try and just kind of be aware of that kind of like feeling of that that kind of triggered feeling that you have, to just be able to resist it and not because it's not a rational feeling, that recognizing when when the shadow or the kind of like you could say like the reptilian part of your brain or whatever you want to call it, the fight or flight part of your brain, that when that's sort of kicking in, it's about being aware of that and trying to work with that, and just to like be able to sort of Be like, hey, the situation is safe. I will be fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's kind of like having two parents. One parent is like very logically minded and knows that the situation is safe, and the other one is very much like panicking and so you could think about it like two parents. So it's like they're worried about one of them's really worried about the child, but the other one's like, no, it's completely safe. That everything's all been kind of and it's the job is to kind of like convince the other one that everything's going to be okay. Everything's all been kind of kind of like worked out, and yeah, stretch the spine till it becomes straight and you will feel better. Or you're talking about in terms of like your mental health or just in terms of physical health? I mean, um, I think I'm gonna restart the live, guys. Try and yeah. Oh, mental health. So how does that work then? How does straightening up your spine help with that then? So I've heard stuff about like things like anterior pelvic tilt and all that. Is that related to that? You're talking about, I mean, postural issues, and because posture is definitely it can be an issue if you have a bent up, and that can lead to back issues. And yeah, I'm gonna be back in a sec, Vamp. So if I don't know, are you going now then, or I'm just saying I'm gonna be restarting the live. All emotions are stored in the body and becomes tension. I've heard about that actually, about well, you said about stretching the spine, not straightening the spine. I mean, um, yeah, I've heard about like but parts of your body where it's stored, like yeah, and 2 hours ahead. Oh, you're going to sleep? Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna restart the live, guys. All right, good evening, Jimmy. I'm just restarting the live, so I'll be back in a sec.